I-12 News at 7 on the Triad CW starts right now.
Right now on the Triad CW, in less than 24 hours, there could be a government shutdown ahead. What's holding back lawmakers from making an agreement?
Team coverage this morning of the slick roads ahead, what you need to look out for on your commute.
Plus, redistricting maps in our state in the spotlight once again. What was the outcome and who feels like they were cheated?
And good Friday morning. I'm Devontae McKenna.
And I'm Kimberly Vanscoy here with Margaret Johnson. Feels a little better out there today, doesn't it?
Yes, much better. Had no problems getting into work this morning. How about you guys?
Not at all.
And it's warming up.
I know.
That's the good news.
I cannot wait.
That's
so
the
excited.
good news.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in right now with Brian to just see how warm it's going to get today.
It's like, when's the last time we were that excited about the forecast, you know? It has certainly been a while. We still have winter weather concerns, mainly for lingering snow and ice that was not removed by either crews who worked very hard the last couple of days or the sun that helped to melt some of that snow and ice away. A reason why is we did get above freezing yesterday. We had considerable snow melt, but it wasn't enough to finish the job. We're going to continue to see more of that today as temperatures get about 10 degrees higher than where we got yesterday. Upper 30s where we were yesterday afternoon in Greensboro. Got to 40 in Reedsville, Burlington, and in Martinsville, as well as lower 40s in Mount Airy and North Wilkesboro, helping to melt and in some cases even dry the roads out completely. But since then, since yesterday evening, temperatures dropped below freezing again, and we're far enough below freezing that anything that melted has likely frozen back up again. That will likely cause some travel issues, but mainly along the residential streets, urban side roads, and secondary roads that go into some of our rural communities. Now, we're going to have a lot more sunshine once again today. We'll start out in the 20s for much of the morning. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we'll get above freezing. We should be back in the 40s again by noontime today, and a high of around 47, very close to what our normal January highs should be. And this tend to be the coldest of the year, but still in the upper 40s, not bad. So again, be careful if you're going to be traveling today. We'll go over some of the areas that are a little bit concerning for the early morning hours and take a look at your weekend forecast coming up in a bit.
Brian, thank you. Our Bethany Moore continues our team coverage this morning, and she's live in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, and Bethany, you were driving around earlier this morning. What were you seeing out there?
Well, it's really just different from road to road and not even neighborhood to neighborhood. I'm right here in West Salem right now, and look at this street. This is Wachovia Street, and you can see it's pretty clear. There's a little bit of snow and some wetness on there, but overall not a terrible condition to drive in as long as you take it slow. But then look over here. This is Poplar. You can see a very different scenario out here. You can see a lot of that compacted snow and ice is still on the roads. And I'd like to point out that is not for any fault of, the road crews out here, because just this morning alone we've seen one salt truck come down here and one plow truck. So the crews are working really hard to get these neighborhoods cleared out as soon as they can. Now, if we can go to that video, you can see some of what I was driving through this morning. Now, the first place that you're seeing right now, this is in Washington Avenue, where it's very similar to Poplar. A lot of that snow still on the ground, and it's going to be just a little bit difficult to get out of those residential areas. But once you do and make it to the main streets, you'll be good. You see also some video there of Marshall Street. You can see that's pretty much almost perfect conditions to drive in out there. Again, just a little bit wet, so don't be overconfident, but it's just so much better than what we've seen over the past few days. Well, that's kind of the situation out here. We'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Bethany. And Brianna Connor continues our coverage this morning from Greensboro.
Brianna, how are things out there with where you are?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Bethany. The main roads are in pretty decent shape. Getting out of your neighborhood is going to be the trick this morning. Right now in Greensboro, I'm off of Spring Garden. You can see the road behind me has been cleared. Plows did an awesome job, but check out this big SUV trying to get out of this neighborhood, okay? Their tires are crunching because this road is still covered with snow and ice. But once they turn onto Spring Garden, they're in good shape, able to increase their speeds, but still you want to be cautious. Watch out for black ice or patches of snow that still may cause you to lose control if your tires lose traction. The city of Greensboro says the grand majority of their priority 1 routes are clear. That's the good news, but we got on Bridford Parkway this morning and I took some video. I want to show you Bridford around Guilford College Road is still covered in snow and ice. Their priority today is to hit those secondary routes and then hopefully get into your neighborhoods. We cannot wait for the sunshine to happen today. Those temperatures should rise and help crews out as they try to get the snow and the ice out of here and dry out your roads to help travel conditions improve. Live in Greensboro, I'm Brianna Connor, WXII 12 News.
And Governor Roy Cooper will share another winter storm update this afternoon at noon. He's going to be speaking from Raleigh again, so you can look for his remarks right here on WXII 12 News at noon and live on our Facebook page. Well, sadly, officials in our state say that one person has died as a result of this winter storm.
Yesterday morning in Washington County, a van slipped off a road and fell into a canal. Highway Patrol has responded to more than 2,300 crashes across the state. They've been called for other winter weather issues more than 3,500 times. And cars are moving again on I-77 in Carroll County, Virginia. Northbound lanes were blocked for hours yesterday. 3 tractor trailers crashed at Fancy Gap. You can see those trucks laying on their sides. Virginia State Police say it was windy and the road is curvy there, but authorities are still trying to determine whether anything else factored into it. Here in the Triad, firefighters had to battle cold weather and snow as they tried to put out a house fire near the Forsyth-Guilford County line. Here's what we know. That fire happened yesterday on Freeman Road near Kernersville. Sky 12 flew over the home. You can see heavy smoke and some flames coming out of it. Icy road conditions and a hill made it very difficult for firefighters to get to that home. One of their trucks slid off and got stuck.
The road conditions are just almost impassable on a good day with normal vehicles as far as snow and ice conditions. So the fire trucks are having to move very slowly. Just trying to get in here to it was half the issues that they had to deal with.
One person lived in that home but got out safely. No word on a cause. At least good news there that nobody was hurt.
Yeah, thank goodness for that, and thank goodness it's going to be warming up, really warming up.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Especially
Can you tell?
for all the crews, the emergency responders who are out there and battling. You got down to 6 degrees in Greensboro this week. Can you imagine fighting a fire in that cold?
They worked so hard.
They really
did.
too.
I mean, they were out everywhere.
Yeah.
I know were. Plows working hard yesterday. Salt trucks. Finally, we got warm enough for the salt to work and help melt a lot of the snow and ice on roadways. We didn't get all of it, but we got a good chunk of it, and today we'll get a lot more. We have clear skies at the moment. Sun's not up yet, but it will be just before 7:30, and we'll see lots and lots of sunshine over the area today, all across the Carolinas northward into Virginia. Temperatures over the area, 20s. An improvement. We're not quite calling it balmy yet. It's still 15 degrees after all in Lexington. But a lot of that meltwater did refreeze in spots. Not too many travel spots that we're hearing about, but again, it's going to vary a lot from place to place. I mentioned the record low yesterday morning. Let's revisit that. 6 degrees is the coldest temperature I remember in over the last 3 or 4 years or so, and certainly tied a record low for yesterday. So a frigid Thursday, but temperatures this morning again are up by a considerable margin. In some cases, 10 to 12 degrees above yesterday's temperatures at this time. Maybe a little cooler in Martinsville. The mountains catching the big warm up. We are nearly 20 degrees warmer in Galax than you were this time yesterday. Wall-to-wall sunshine today. We're starting out chilly, but we'll warm things up. 20s to start. We'll be in the lower 40s by noontime and a high of around 47 degrees this afternoon. Winds turn a little more west-southwest later today. That's a warmer flow of air for us, and that's going to continue to pump some milder air in over the weekend. High of 49 today from Yadkinville, Elkin, and Dobson. Starting out cool, though, this morning, and sub-freezing temperatures again through about mid-morning. Farther west, high of around 45 today. In McGrady up near Sparta, we'll see temperatures again on the upswing in most areas today. Futurecast keeps us sunny with maybe the exception of some mountain clouds for Saturday. Sunday, more of the same. You see, though, a band of clouds, few spots of precip. Sunday afternoon, pick up more Gulf moisture, and that all starts to fill in. We'll get a band of showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms starting to move our way on Monday. I don't think it gets here until sometime Monday night or even early Tuesday morning, and that's our next chance for wet weather. And that area behind it is more Pacific air. We cool down some, but we're still near or above average. In fact, looking at the long-range models, we are winter weather free through the end of January as it looks now, and even into early February. So we'll get a break from these very cold winter temperatures.
All right, we're going to check traffic out there for you this morning. You are taking a look at I-40 West at Silas Creek Parkway. You can see those roads looking pretty good out there this morning. I drove on I-40 West this morning and it did look pretty good. A couple of icy spots here and there, but just take your time. If you see them, slow down. You can also get traffic updates on our Twitter account at WXII and on our mobile app under the traffic section.
Well, coming up after the break, Larry Nassar could be sentenced today on sex abuse charges, but he's pretty fed up. Ahead, what he's complaining about.
And another investigation into actor Kevin Spacey, why London police say they want to talk to him, and soon.